What's up guys, welcome back to the Shomer Show. So today I want to go over all the items that I actually take with me when I go out to shoot in Kevin's land, but I also want you guys to give us some ideas of what we should shoot when we go out there. We're going tomorrow, so hopefully we'll get a lot of views today or have you guys make lots of comments and let us know, because we're kind of like, well, we want to go out and have a good time and we're going to do our own thing, but if you guys want to see something, we sure like to try to do it. Now, if I'm just going to like an indoor range, there's not much you need besides hearing protection, eye protection, guns, and ammo. I'm not sure what all I'm going to take yet. I know I'm going to take my AR-15. Oh yeah. I'm going to do some skeet shooting, so I'm taking my shotgun. Definitely going to take the 1911. So other than the guns and the ammo, I want to show you some other things I like to take. So just to briefly touch on ammo, I like to take just those Plano ammo boxes with just one type of ammo in it. I like to have, you know, however many I need of those. I like to take this little multi-tool. I've never had to use it, but I'm sure it would come in handy if I ever did need it. I like to take eye protection, which I usually just use these, but I always take extra because Kevin usually forgets his. I also take my hearing protection, and I take extra because Kevin usually forgets his. Now I like to take these clips. I just got these at Harbor Freights. They're super cheap, to hold on targets, you know, whatever we need it for. Maybe I could use this to secure something. I mean, these come in super handy. Just having, I take 4 of those typically. I always take a pin, but I usually have a pin in my truck anyway, so that's not really that big of a deal. Pin, some extra ear protection. I like to take snap caps. Sometimes I use them, sometimes I don't. I will also take lots of tape. You know, you can use tape for all kinds of stuff when you're going out shooting. You can use it to make targets, you can use it to secure targets, you can use it to secure different things. I mean, tape's really handy when you're out shooting. I will also take, since I'm taking my rifle, my little range belt. It just makes it easy if I'm walking around and stuff. Sometimes we just go out, we don't film a lot of the stuff we do, but sometimes we just go out goofing around, walking around the woods and shooting targets and stuff. So I take this. I take 7 magazines, 6 on the belt, and then 1's in the gun. Typically I take them unloaded, and the reason I take them unloaded is because I don't want to just go through 210 rounds or whatever it is that quickly, so I'll unload them and just load them with, you know, 10, 15 rounds, sometimes 3, just depends on if I'm wanting to do mag changes or whatever. All that stuff will typically fit in just your Academy, you know, range bag. This time I'm going to take my binoculars. Every time we go out there I forget my binoculars, and I always need them. Somebody needs them for some reason, either something that we're actually doing with shooting, or we're just literally trying to look around and see if we see something weird. I don't know. Something that I think everyone should keep in their vehicle, and I think I started keeping this in my vehicle when we started going shooting and stuff, is just a wool blanket. This is just one of those ones from Harbor Freights. I've got like 5 or 6 of these that I have in different vehicles and in different areas of my house, and different bags and stuff. So these are super handy. You can, what we typically do, you can use this as like a ground cloth if you're wanting to do some prone shooting. You can throw it in the bed of your truck and lay your guns out on it. You can throw it on the ground, lay your guns out on it. We got a table kind of thing out there that we basically put a board on a table frame, and you could use these if you wanted to you know, keep the wind from blowing the blanket off. And there's lots of uses. Targets, it just kind of depends on what we have, how much preparation we do. A lot of times I will cut out my own targets. It's just an easy way to do it. I'll just draw it out and cut it out and use that on the stands that we've built. But I don't know how long ago I bought these. I haven't used them yet, so these look like they're going to be coming in handy. So that's what we're gonna, one thing we're gonna shoot at. But also we're gonna be taking a bunch of clay pigeons out. So if you haven't bought any of these little things, they're just real short things you can throw in and shoot the clay pigeons out of them. They're really fun for handguns, rifles, whatever. I mean, they're reactive. If you take someone that's new to shooting, I would suggest taking something like that because it just has a little bit of reaction to it. I don't know where my third one is. I shot it with the shotgun one day when we were out there jacking around and it just disappeared. But anyway, these are super fun. Clay pigeons, tannerite, all that stuff. I always just take my my bug out bag. I'll just throw it in the truck with me. Again, we're going kind of far out there, so I've got, you know, ways to build fires, make them little shelters and stuff if we ever want to. It's not necessarily that we'll have to or be in like a situation, but I've got, you know, items in there that could come in handy. Even if it's just a survival poncho because we have a flat and I need to change a tire and it starts raining. I mean, just little things like that. A couple of things I almost forgot to mention was the case that I take with me. I was so kindly given a case, this Pelican Gun Case, which fits quite a bit of guns in there. I mean, the AR-15, I mean, look, it's just tiny little guns, so I mean, you can put quite a bit of guns in there. Typically I can fit my shotgun after I disassemble it while I take the barrel off. My AR-15, a few handguns in that case, and it's a really good case. I mean, it's thick, not worried about the guns getting beat around or anything, so it's a great gun case. So that's another thing I wanted to add that I take with me. Along with that, maybe take a little bit of food and a little bit of water since it's gonna be hot. It's not gonna be that hot. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always,